Hello everyone. Have you ever felt that annoying sensation of phlegm trapped in your throat that doesn't let you breathe properly? What a nuisance. Today we're going to discover how medicinal plants can be your greatest allies for enjoying better quality of life and longevity by eliminating that mucus that bothers us so much. If you're looking for natural alternatives to improve your respiratory health, especially in your senior years, don't miss a single detail of this treasure trove of natural wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment from where it's coming from to appear in the next video. The accumulation of mucus in the throat isn't just uncomfortable, it can also affect our overall well-being and sleep quality. The good news is that nature, in its infinite wisdom, offers us effective solutions to maintain our health without always needing to resort to medications. These plants we're going to learn about are authentic treasures for healthy aging, helping to keep the respiratory tract clean and promoting that independence so valued, especially as the years go by. Let's discover together these remedies that have been used for generations. Excess mucus and phlegm in the throat is a fairly common problem that we've all experienced at some point, right? Whether from a cold, allergies, or simply from environmental pollution, that feeling of having something stuck that doesn't let us breathe properly can be very annoying. The wonderful thing is that nature provides us with safe and effective alternatives to improve our respiratory health and, therefore, our quality of life. These medicinal plants we're going to learn about are authentic treasures for those seeking healthy aging and maintaining their well-being without exclusively depending on pharmaceuticals. Let's start with the undisputed star, Eucalyptus. What a wonderful plant. It's considered #1 for clearing the respiratory tract, and for good reason. Its main component, eucalyptal, has the incredible ability to thin that thick mucus that bothers us so much, facilitating its elimination and relieving pressure in the nasal sinuses and lungs. Do you know what's best? You can take advantage of its benefits simply by inhaling the steam from its leaves or using a few drops of essential oil in hot water. Such a simple solution for such an uncomfortable problem. If you're looking to improve your respiratory health, especially in your senior years, eucalyptus should be your first ally. Have you tried it before? Share your experience in the comments and don't forget to like this video if you're learning something new. Marshmallow is another extraordinary plant that should not be missing from our natural medicine cabinet. Rich in mucilage, this plant forms a kind of protective film over irritated mucous membranes, acting as a natural balm that soothes irritation and softens coughing. The most beautiful thing about marshmallow is that it's so gentle it can be used by people of all ages, from the youngest to our dear elderly. A warm marshmallow tea not only helps eliminate phlegm, but also contributes to our general well-being and to maintaining that quality of life we all wish to preserve as the years go by. Marshmallow reminds us that nature has gentle but effective solutions for taking care of our health. Oh, what a marvel thyme is. This aromatic plant that many of us have in the kitchen is much more than a delicious condiment. Its antiseptic and expectorant properties make it a perfect ally for loosening and eliminating those annoying secretions. Additionally, it fights infections and reduces inflammation in the mucous membranes. What more could you ask for? The best part is that you can enjoy its benefits in various ways as tea and inhalations, or even by adding it to your meals. And if you combine it with honey and lemon, my goodness, what potency. Thyme shows us that healthy habits can also be delicious, contributing to our longevity and well-being naturally. If you haven't incorporated it into your daily routine yet, you don't know what you're missing. If this advice has been useful to you, don't hesitate to share this video with someone who might also benefit. Licorice, as it's known in some places, is a true treasure for our respiratory health. This sweet root has the ability to soothe irritated mucous membranes, reduce inflammation, and thin mucus, making it much easier to eliminate. Additionally, it has a calming effect on the bronchi and strengthens our immune system, something fundamental for maintaining our health in our senior years. You can enjoy its benefits by preparing a hot infusion with its root, or taking natural capsules, always respecting the recommended dose to avoid side effects. Licorice reminds us that caring for our respiratory health is an essential part of healthy aging and maintaining our independence as the years go by. Plantain, also known as ribwort, is a plant with astringent and anti-inflammatory properties that is ideal for calming irritated mucosa. It not only facilitates the elimination of mucus, but also protects against new external aggressions, forming a natural barrier. You can use it as tea or gargle, and combine it with other herbs for a more complete effect. This plant teaches us that nature has comprehensive solutions for our well-being, helping us maintain a good quality of life, even when facing respiratory problems. Plantain is a perfect example of how traditional remedies remain relevant in our search for health and longevity. Are you encouraged to try it? Remember to subscribe to our channel for more advice on healthy habits and natural remedies. Rosemary, what a versatile and powerful plant. Besides flavoring our food, it's a natural expectorant with antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. It helps loosen mucus, clear the respiratory tract, and fight infections. 3 benefits in one. You can use it as tea, gargle, or inhalation, and if you combine it with honey and lemon, you'll enhance its effect and soften its intense flavor. Rosemary reminds us that often the solutions to improve our health and well-being are closer than we think, even in our own kitchen. Incorporating this plant into our daily routine can be a simple but effective step toward healthier aging and better respiratory quality of life. Chamomile, that plant so common and yet so extraordinary, deserves a special place on our list. Its calming, anti-inflammatory, and mild mucolytic properties make it a perfect ally for reducing irritation, dissolving phlegm, and strengthening our immune system. A hot cup of chamomile tea before bed will not only help relieve respiratory symptoms, but also improve sleep quality, something fundamental for our general health and well-being. Chamomile teaches us that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective, and that taking care of our health doesn't have to be complicated. This accessible plant can make a big difference in our quality of life, especially in our senior years. Have you already incorporated it into your daily routine? If this advice has been useful to you, give this video a like. Guaco is perhaps less known than other plants on our list, but its benefits are equally impressive. It acts as a bronchodilator, expectorant, and anti-inflammatory, facilitating breathing, dissolving thick mucus, and relaxing the bronchi. It's especially useful for flu crises, asthma, or more intense colds. You can prepare it as tea or syrup with honey to enhance its effects. Guaco reminds us that nature has specific solutions for different health problems, and that exploring the diversity of medicinal plants can open up a world of possibilities for improving our well-being and longevity. Although it may not be as common, it's worth looking for in specialized stores or herbalists to have on hand when we need it. And last but not least, we have peppermint or mint. What a delightful plant! Its menthol has the ability to relax the muscles of the trachea, facilitating breathing, as well as providing that pleasant, refreshing effect. It also has expectorant and antimicrobial properties that make it ideal for combating excess mucus and phlegm. You can enjoy its benefits as tea, steam inhalation, or gargle. Its pleasant taste makes it accessible even for those who aren't very fond of medicinal teas. Peppermint shows us that taking care of our health can also be a pleasant experience, contributing to our happiness and general well-being. Isn't that wonderful? Comment below which of these plants has worked best for you. Now that we know these 9 wonderful plants, let's see how we can use them practically in our daily lives. Infusions and teas are perhaps the most common and safe form of consumption. You can drink them throughout the day or use them for gargles, depending on your needs. Inhalations, on the other hand, enhance the decongestant effect, especially with eucalyptus, peppermint, and thyme. Simply add a few leaves or a few drops of essential oil to a container with hot water, cover your head with a towel, and breathe deeply the steam for a few minutes. You'll feel immediate relief. These simple methods can make a big difference in your quality of life and respiratory well-being. Gargles are another effective way to use these plants, especially to soothe an irritated throat. Marshmallow, chamomile, and plantain are particularly suitable for this purpose. Prepare an infusion, let it cool until it's lukewarm, and gargle several times a day to feel relief. Another advantage of these plants is that many of them can be combined with each other to enhance their effects. For example, chamomile with marshmallow or thyme with lemon and honey are combinations that multiply the benefits. These simple practices can become healthy habits that significantly contribute to your well-being and healthy aging. Don't underestimate the power of these small daily rituals for maintaining your respiratory health. If these practical tips are being useful to you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on natural health. In conclusion, Excess mucus and phlegm in the throat can be treated naturally, safely, and effectively with the regular use of medicinal plants. Eucalyptus stands out as the most potent option, but as we've seen, marshmallow, thyme, licorice, plantain, rosemary, chamomile, guaco, and peppermint also offer proven benefits for relieving irritation, dissolving secretions, and strengthening the respiratory system. Incorporating these plants into our daily routine will not only help us breathe better but also contribute to our general health, longevity, and quality of life. The most beautiful thing about these natural remedies is that they are accessible to everyone and can be used preventively, not just when we already have symptoms. A tea of these herbs in the morning or a eucalyptus inhalation before bed can become healthy habits that accompany us for years, helping us maintain our independence and well-being, especially in our senior years. Nature offers us these solutions, and it's in our hands to take advantage of them. Don't you think it's wonderful to have these natural options to take care of your respiratory health? Always remember to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any treatment, especially if you have pre-existing medical conditions. These medicinal plants are true treasures of nature that have been used for generations to relieve respiratory problems. Their effectiveness is not coincidental, but the result of active compounds that modern science has begun to study and validate. The most beautiful thing is that, unlike many medications, these plants usually have minimal side effects when used correctly, making them ideal for regular and preventive use. Additionally, many of them have additional health benefits, such as strengthening the immune system, improving digestion or reducing stress, thus contributing to comprehensive healthy aging. It's important to remember that, although these plants are natural, they should always be used with knowledge and respect. Proper doses, plant quality, and preparation method are key factors for obtaining the best results. It's also essential to listen to our bodies and observe how they respond to these remedies, adjusting their use as necessary. Traditional wisdom teaches us that health is not just the absence of disease, but a state of complete well-being that we must cultivate day by day with healthy habits, proper nutrition, regular exercise, and, of course, the support of these wonderful medicinal plants. Incorporating these plants into our daily lives can be an act of self-care and self-love that accompanies us for years, helping us maintain that quality of life and independence we value so much, especially as we age. Whether in the form of teas, inhalations, gargles, or even as ingredients in our cooking, these plants offer us multiple ways to benefit from their properties. The key is in consistency and learning to use them optimally for our specific needs. Are you encouraged to incorporate any of these plants into your daily routine? Leave your comment below telling us which one appeals to you the most, or if you've already experimented with any of them. Remember that prevention is always better than cure, and these plants can be excellent allies for keeping our respiratory tract clean and healthy, even before symptoms appear. A eucalyptus or chamomile tea in the morning, a few drops of thyme essential oil in the diffuser at night, or a marshmallow gargle after exposure to polluted environments can make a big difference in our long-term respiratory health. These small gestures of personal care translate into greater general well-being and a better quality of life, allowing us to fully enjoy each stage of life, including our senior years, with energy and vitality. The ancestral wisdom that has bequeathed us the knowledge of these plants is a treasure that we must value and preserve. In an increasingly medicalized world, these natural alternatives remind us that nature remains an inexhaustible source of solutions for our health problems. It's not about rejecting modern medicine, but complementing it with these traditional remedies that have proven their effectiveness across generations. This integration of knowledge can offer us the best of both worlds, the precision and advances of medical science and the gentleness and holistic approach of natural medicine. Isn't that a wonderful perspective to address our health and well-being? Finally, I'd like to encourage you to explore the world of medicinal plants for yourself. Start with one or two of those we've mentioned today. Learn to recognize them, to cultivate them if possible, and to prepare different remedies with them. This knowledge will not only benefit you but can be shared with your loved ones, thus contributing to their health and well-being as well. The connection with nature that is established through these practices is in itself therapeutic and reminds us of our interdependence with the natural world. In a very real sense, caring for these plants is also a way of caring for ourselves and our planet. Is there anything more beautiful than that?